I feel like praising him. Yeah. Oh, I feel like praising him. Yeah. Oh, I feel like praising him. Listen to me when I say I ain't even got up out the gym good. What up, Chike? What up, Soror? Listen, y'all. My husband had to go get something for the dog in there, and I had to come on here right quick and tell y'all. Listen. Whew. I posted on the Shade Room after I saw what Taraji posted that the revolution will be televised. I want to say, as a person who prides myself in being a truth teller, as a person who has gone throughout this industry being labeled difficult, being labeled a problem, being labeled somebody who doesn't fit well into the round hole of the square peggage of it all, I'm so grateful that I am seeing more and more of our high profile celebrities. Y'all know I've been talking about this. Man, listen. Monique, can we have a moment of praise and respect and silence for Monique? Baby, listen. Okay, I got so many. Let me reel it in. And process. Okay, because I'm just geeked. What up, Brown Coffee? I see you. What up, though? My Detroit sister. So, you guys. So, I'm going to do a live. I'm going to do a night. Baby, the days of, thank you, Chike. The days of reckoning are upon us. There is so much to share, so much to talk about. Somebody said I like my shirt. The shirt is Millions, Billions, and Trillions, which is a Black-owned company. I believe we got to wear these mantras and rock these mantras, and support Black-owned businesses. But where do I begin? I can't do it all. I'm going to save a lot of it for the Nights with Nicci podcast. And I got some meetings. Shout out to my soror who I'm actually meeting with today. What's up, Hassan? I see you, bruh. I see you. Guys, listen. There's a reason, I believe, why there is this spirit of vindication going throughout the industry, right? So many people out here are just, feeling good about seeing their favorite celebrities. And I still y'all know I still got my workout gloves on. And took my nails off and everything. Need a whole day of self-care. But you guys, it is just such a refreshing experience to see Katt Williams and Taraji P. Henson and anybody who is out here speaking their truth. Now, be clear. First of all, there's some things that okay, we're not gonna say his name. My live's starting to screw up and freeze and pause and stuff because I'm saying the name KattWilliams. I'm just bugging. But anyway, you guys, listen. So I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. There are a few moments here and there, one or two, that I didn't necessarily agree with. I don't think that Ludacris's wife is unattractive at all. I think she's drop dead gorgeous. She's smart. She was a doctor. There's certain stuff I don't agree with. I don't know everything he said about all the people he said about. But what I do know is that certain people he said certain stuff about, I know to be true. I know because of my own personal experiences with those people. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to probably rehash this when I do Nights with Nicci. But like I said, I still got my workout gloves on because my husband and I both, babe, that special was fire, wasn't it? And my husband is a Club Shay Shay fan, so I become a Club Shay Shay fan. Yep, it freezes the social media. It's a whole thing. And it's probably freezing me like this. Right? But who cares? So my husband is a big Club Shay Shay fan. My husband is just a big fan of truth tellers. And I've learned, because I'm married to a strong black alpha male black man, he not all in this business. He be stopping me from saying certain shit and certain stuff. He be like, just go. But the point is this. A Sigma male? Okay, he said it's not an alpha male. He's a Sigma male, and that's what he is. Let him speak for himself. He's a Philly dude, like Hassan said. Right? He's a Philly cat. Period. So Philly and Detroit just go together. Motown, Philly, ass boys, men there too. Okay, so listen. Ooh, so much to talk about. So I'm sitting here and I'm watching this thing, right? Because if you see certain clips and certain sound bites, then you be like, oh, well, I like this person, and I not. But when you listen to the full, when it's Christine Beatty, my sister, Christine Beatty says this all the time. She always says that black people have a tendency to read and watch the headlines and not read or watch the whole story. Now, Katt Williams is a man of a certain level of intellect. I don't know all the details. I've always loved him. Oop, I said his name again. The OODA gonna start dropping y'all out. And for those of you who just joining my live for the first time, the OODA, O-O-T-A, is the name we use for owners of the algorithms, right? So the OODA be blocking shit because the OODA doesn't want a lot of us to get the kind of fulfillment and the kind of vindication that we feel by watching the Club Shay Shay interview last night. And if you have not watched the Club Shay Shay interview last night, even if you saw like a remark or two about one of your favorite comedians and you're like, no, I like that person, so I don't want to watch that, and I support that person, so I want to do that. Even if you feel that way, watch the whole thing, because I believe that there are nuggets of truth spread throughout. I call them Easter eggs, right? It's a little uncomfortable, and this is what I wanted to come on here and say, because you said what, babe? You got to grow from the hurt and the truth and the pain, right? So you know how we have those aunties and those uncles in the community that shout out to the culture creators. Ooh, baby. Listen, so okay, let me stay on track. Let me stay on track, because this is the good one. And you know the algorithm gonna start dropping y'all off. A couple of my, straight up follower supporters have told me that they just get dropped out of my live. I believe that is the OODA, the owners of the algorithm. So if you get dropped out, just come back in. I'm gonna come back. You know it is what it is. That's why we're creating. Hold on, let me tag this right now. Right now. Okay, guys, there's a pop-up on my website. Our app is launching this year in the next 90 days. If you go to this place, and I'm not gonna say it out loud because the people gonna start really bugging, right? But if you go to that place right there that I just tagged, it's a pop-up on the website, and you'll be able to get the app. On our app, we're gonna be able to have all kind of conversations like Katt Williams. I can't wait till y'all hear the first Black History Month. This Black History Month, hopefully it's available on the iOS app, but if it is not, it will be available on the website. But Black History Month is going to be a time when y'all hear some of the most powerful conversations that you have ever heard coming from anything I'm associated with or connected to. Okay, let me stop, because my husband was like, I hate when people do that. But just rest assured, it might not have the reach that the CATTWILLIAMS interview had, but it's gonna reach y'all, a couple of them. But anyway, let me get to this. So when you watch this Katt Williams interview, right? Especially if you've been in this business. Listen, a lot of us have been in this business, and a lot of those people that he's been talking about, a lot of those people that a lot of people have been talking about, but they can't, when people say that they've experienced a certain kind of a behavior from a certain person, and they don't just flat out come out and say that person's name directly. Like Katt just named names, because he got FU money. He's got FU money. I will never forget, one of my producers early on, the TV producer early on, introduced me to the concept of FU money. That means you can say whatever the hell you want to say, and they can't stop your kids from eating. You can say they listen. Now we know they can do a lot of things, but it is less likely when you can afford to pay for attorneys to defend you from certain attacks of your civil liberties. And one of your civil liberties is to tell the truth about your experiences with people, whether they're billionaires and deified by your community or not. And what I appreciate is that Katt said, F it, I'm gonna say what I have to say. Now, it's a lot of people out here that are gonna be uncomfortable with this Katt Williams interview. But have you ever had that uncle or that aunt or that person in your family, that person in the neighborhood, the man across the street, the teacher, the educator who really cares? Have you noticed that people who really care about their community and really care about their family members and stuff, that a lot of times those people kind of lightweight just be saying shit that's just like really hurt your feelings, that really make you feel bad about yourself, right? I'll never forget, I would come home from being in California and I was either too skinny or I was too big. I had a show and I hit a bad note, and my family members were not, my aunts wasn't sitting around, you know, kissing my and telling me how fabulous and amazing I was. I walk in the house and my aunts be like, girl, you done gained a lot of weight since the last time I saw you. Or like when I came home and I was doing fin and all that other stuff, my mom was like, you look crazy, you look like a crackhead, are you okay, are you in California doing the wrong shit, right? Katt Williams is that uncle. Katt Williams is that person, and I don't think that he had a whole lot of venom for a lot of people. I just think that he was tired of bull crapping, and he's the first comedian, like all of these comedians and all these people in Hollywood and all these people that have a lot to say about what he said. Like I said, I like a lot of the people that I don't have personal experiences with some of those people, and what I see on TV. What's that bad? Click ass niggas. My husband's a whole different. Y'all think I be spitting the truth? Baby, I'm married to a soldier. But anyway, a lot of these people are offended because the truth can hurt sometimes, but the truth is also a form of love. And a form of, we got to get our sugar, honey, iced tea. I'm trying not to cuss so much because that's part of the reason why I could say it a certain way and another person say it and people be like, oh my God, do you hear what they said that happened to her? And then I said, and I'm just the problem, which I don't really give a sugar, honey shit about. But because I'm that auntie that's just going to tell my husband he driving like a bat out of here while I'm on the line. I'm the auntie that's going to just tell you the truth. And I'm just so proud and I'm so geeked up and I'm so grateful that Katt Williams called out a lot of people. Now, let me say this. So I see a lot of people on my timeline talking about this person did this and this person did that. And how dare you say this about this person and that person and the other person. And I'm going to just speak from my own personal experiences. And I'm not going to name names because I don't want to be named in a lawsuit by somebody, right? But I've had horrible experiences with some of the people, one or two of the people that were named in this special. Well, it wasn't a special, it was a conversation. It felt like a Netflix special, right? Shout out to Shannon Sharp for getting that Netflix money. They're going to be about 20, 30,000 million views in a minute. But I'm one of those people who has experienced some of what Katt is talking about. The way he defended Taraji P. Henson. I'm just hot, so I was turning up the stuff. Hot because I'm geeked up. Okay, well, fix it, babe. Honey, fix it. So I'm one of those people who has had some experiences from some of those people, and I'm not going to get to naming names, like I said, but he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying about a lot of the stuff that he said, and even though it's going to make a lot of people mad to find out that some of your favorite people in the whole wide world that you just like, oh my God, this is like the greatest, most wonderful, amazing person ever. Ask yourself, and like this is the simple question that you can ask yourself, and this isn't about, the other thing is when you're calling somebody out and you speak a truth to power and you're talking about what your lived experiences were, people want to just dog you out and call you a hater and a clout chaser and all of that other shit because you're speaking from what your experiences were with these people. And let me tell you something, a lot of those people that Katt was talking about there are a lot of people who have had those experiences with the same people, but they're afraid to talk about those experiences because they're sitting around waiting for those people to put them on. Because they're sitting around waiting for those people to give them an opportunity to hire them to do something. Listen, if you are in the black community and you have made millions and billions of dollars off of the black community, I made a video about this before I even put this case out against Lionsgate. And if you are a black person in the community and you are not teaching people how to fish, like I said in my previous post, which got shadow banned, don't invite me to your opulent mansion in your castle and feed me fish on a silver or gold platter. Meet me at the lake and show me how you caught it, right? People are selling all of these courses and selling all of these ways for Black people to succeed. We don't have the opportunity or the privilege of selling everything to our community in order for people to thrive and make it. We have to start giving the game away for free. And the crazy shit is when people get out here and they tell you what their real authentic experiences are in this business. Most of us been in this business for 30 years plus, 15, 20, 30 years plus. And we've been taken advantage of for that whole time. So when Katt Williams says, this is the time for the truth tellers, and the people who have been taken advantage of their entire careers and their entire lives to speak up and said, this happened to me. And I'm telling you this because I want you to know this. It resonates with us because it rocks us to our core when we don't have the opportunity to build generational wealth and wellness in our community. That's what he meant when he said people from plays, walking around not able to be recognized or walking around without security in the mall. It wasn't about we want to be walking around with security and dark sunglasses on and all that other shit. It was about us having the opportunity to build if you're a billionaire, how many millionaires have you made? If you're a billionaire, if you're a Black billionaire, how many Black millionaires have you made? Don't pay me $1 million to do something if it's just a drop in the bucket. Invest $1 million in me being able to learn how to build an enterprise and build a company and build platforms like you were able to build so that I can go and then pay another person $1 million and so on and so on and so on. Thank you, Shakim Compare and Queen Latifah and BET and TV One and those networks who have allowed me to have ownership of the content that I create. Thank you to those networks who have allowed me to come in because like I told y'all, most of y'all didn't even see from the bottom up. But the reason why from the bottom up is the reason why my family was able to get on the road to generational wealth, being able to buy a home, being able to invest, is because I had ownership, co-ownership with Slavery Union. And Shakim was like, no, this is how you do this deal, Nick. Imagine if and I don't know what Shakim's status is, and I'm not trying to, and he's a very private person, I ain't trying to put him on blast, but the truth is the truth is the truth. And that's the thing. You can't tell the truth to the community and have them really understand it and be able to relate to it without sometimes naming names and saying certain things, which I said I wasn't going to do, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm passionate. So my point is just thank you to them for giving my family the opportunity to build generational wealth and wellness on a show that y'all didn't even watch. Because of that, imagine, I'm reading this thing. You keep getting kicked out. That's crazy. Hassan keep getting kicked out. Let me screen. Man, and this is the reason why we're creating WIRFmedia.com. Because when I come on here and I talk about the truth, and I come on here and I share the truth, people get kicked out. The live starts to stuttering, starts to getting crazy, and it's a shame. And it's cowards that do shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? That's not good business. Good business and protecting your business is understanding that it's important for the community that you are serving to be healthy and well, to be mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially healthy and well. And these algorithms and these owners of these platforms and these multi-billionaire people who just don't care about doing nothing but hiring workers to work until they fire them and hire a new person to work, that is not what is going to help any business continue to thrive. Because number one, karma's a bitch and it's coming back to you. And number two, you do better business and make more money when the people that you are serving, the viewers, the consumers, are healthy. Because if a person can't afford a ticket to the concert that you promoting because you monopolizing all the concert promotion, if a person can't afford to pay for a streaming platform because with all the negative, derogatory, foul-ass stereotypes that you show, if a person can't afford, if our community can't afford to continue to patronize the bullshit that you're shoving down our throats, because you're only letting 2 or 3 people in the gate to define who we are as a culture, then everybody ultimately loses. Even the big, wealthy, billionaire platform. And I guess that's a little exaggerated, because if you got billions and billions of dollars, it could take you 10 lifetimes to spend it. But what I'm saying is, why monopolize the media the way that you are? Why be gatekeepers who prevent other people? I have been trying for 30 years in my career to get respect and opportunities that I deserve. And I thank God, like I said, there are people, praise God for the TV ones and the BETs of the world, that are allowing those of us who are great content creators and great writers and, you know, great creatives to really be able to spread. But look at, I mean, like, I'm not trying to toot my horn, but woo, woo, toot, toot, hey, beep, beep. Look at what I was able to do in this brain with R&B Divas alone. And then what happens is you condition our community to be divisive and dog each other, and everybody want to be the one. I don't want to be the one. I want to be a queen maker, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go live on my platform through the other way, cause child, I know it is right. So my point is just, when we as a community, right? Share this live, y'all. Go to worthmedia.com. Usually they're gonna Sean King my ass, probably, because, you know, they don't like the truth being told too much. Thank God it was, like my husband said, thank God this Katt Williams interview was on YouTube. Because if it wasn't, then it would be all probably kind of advertised, sponsored, bleeps and blurps and whatever. And sometimes people need to just get it raw, and sometimes people need to just get it real and honest and forth and straightforward. And from the mouths of the people who have experienced it. I'm going to talk about my experiences with Tyler Perry. But I'm going to do it on my platform, Black History Month, worthmedia.com. I'm going to do it in a safe space where I can talk about my experiences with a lot of people that I honestly feel could have been better. That is my personal opinion. That is not to demonize anybody or vilify anybody, but it is based on my personal, I was there. I was in that situation. And just to give you a little tidbit, who does what happened to me at the end of the Meet the Browns video to somebody who worked as hard as I did to make sure I delivered every night and never disrespected anybody? And I'm still in a working relationship with the promoters that promoted that, or have been for years. So it wasn't that I was being difficult or a problem. We have got to start calling these situations that could be better out, right? Holding shit inside and dying with the truth in you, for lack of a better word, because you done just decided that you're just not gonna say nothing because maybe there's an opportunity this person gonna put me on. It's clear that people are not getting put on to do nothing but be a work for hire, Katori Hall. And the only way that we'll ever get to actually having, and trust me, y'all, don't nobody want Bill Cosby top. I don't know what. Listen, I be head on a swivel, because at the end of the day, I know people don't like for you to tell the truth about what really can help improve the lives of Black people in the community, so we can have generational wealth and wellness and stop being at the bottom of everything. And I don't care what y'all say about it. You guys get so mad when we talk about Black women this and Black women that. It's always Black women, and they're being divisive, and they're trying to, well, thank you, Katt Williams. Because guess who was the only person with a high profile, big platform like that to speak up about Black women and make us feel seen and heard and respected, and teachers and regular everyday people who go to work. Like he said, I don't respect entertainers no more than I respect the person that gets up and goes to work every single day. And single moms, everything he says is not perfect. Like I said, I don't agree with every morsel that comes out of anybody's mouth. I don't deify nobody but God Almighty, and put the respect that I need to respect on my king over here in my family. But when I see somebody out here telling the truth, and I see that somebody has kicked in the door, you better be damn skippy. I'm about to walk through that mug with the truth teller, Monique, Taraji, and what I hope, this is what I hope. This is actually what I was getting on here to say before I got on this long ass tangent. What I hope is that all of us who have been out here telling the truth and speaking the truth stop speaking against each other. I don't consider myself no leader of the truth tellers. I think Monique is a leader. I think Katt is a leader. And I think if Monique and Katt and Taraji and some of these people who have these larger platforms and have Jaguar's a truth teller. I mean, say what you want to say. There's a lot of truth tellers out here. And that is not to say that we are speaking ill will on or towards. Now, sometimes they mix it in there with a little shade and You know, it was moments I was like, he's sipping that cognac, letting people have it. But it doesn't always, I'm not going to just be like dogging people out. Just for the sake of dogging somebody out. But sometimes it got to be said. And if the other option, let me give y'all some food for thought. If your choices in this world of entertainment, right, is to grind your teeth till they fall out your mouth, hold what you got to say in until your stomach rots and falls off, have issues with your family because you have unresolved issues and tension and stress from your job that drives you crazy and makes you want to just really speak out and tell the truth about it. If your choices are to hold all of that inside and fall apart while you waiting on a job, while you waiting on somebody to hire you to do some shit, hiring is played out. Hiring is the played out concept. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody needs a check. Everybody deserves the opportunity to work. But at this phase, and this is the other part I gotta say, if you are new to the entertainment industry, you're gonna have to take a few jobs. You're gonna have to work for a few years. You're gonna have to build it up. You're gonna have to get hired by somebody who's been doing it for 30, 40 years, right? But people who have legendary legacy status in this industry don't deserve to be hired. You partner with those people. You partner with those people because they have something extremely valuable to bring to the table. Because they are not a culturally incompetent white male lens. Because they understand and love the community that they are working to hopefully change the narrative on. We have allowed the most derogatory, bottom-dwelling ass, drop it low and spread it wide, manipulative, chauvinistic, sexual abuse and assault, indulging in perverted, toxic shit to rise to the top of the food chain in entertainment. And it is because there are not enough owners and partners out here lighting other people's candles. Like I said in my previous post that they shadow ban. A candle lighting another candle doesn't lose anything, right? When all your wax burn out, because all your wax finna burn out if you've been out here doing dirt, because karma, it ain't got shit to do with Katt or Nicci or Monique or Taraji or nobody else. That's karma and God. And God created karma to be the great equalizer. If your candle starts to burn out and you run, then at least you know that it's a bunch of others that you have lit, that you can count on for light. But you, because you got this candle and you gonna let this shit burn and all the wax go out, and you ain't trying to put nobody else on because you want to sit up high and look down low. When you burn out and when the dark days come, because your ass hasn't helped other people by lighting another candle, you're gonna be sitting in the dark. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about the community and one thing about the people. They will definitely praise you and talk about how great you are and whatever, but once they find out on Monday, but Tuesday is tomorrow. And they gonna definitely let your ass have it. And cancel culture is real, and that is what I want to leave our community with, because obviously my live is starting to act up and I want to get off and save it before they not let me. You hold the power. The community holds the power. If all of y'all went to Worth Media or any other black-owned platform and supported those of us who really care about our community, those of us who really care about our kids, those of us who really care about building generational wealth, then it would stay in the community. But y'all want to go and think that, oh, if it ain't the Oscars and all of that is great. But that's the reason why they created those fake-ass diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, so they could psych us into believing that that is actually tangible, real, viable, touchable, teachable shit that we can leave to our community. And all it is pandering. If you really want to help people, give us ownership of the things that we create about our community. Give us ownership that we deserve. Pam, you just said something. It's crazy because they will hire us to promote and be the face of shit, but look crazy when you ask them to talk. I said it. Tyler Perry said when he went into Lionsgate, he's not doing the deal if he doesn't have ownership of his stuff. I know for sure, based on conversations I had with him and other people, that he was very serious about them. I was on Meet the Browns when he started getting his deals and getting geeked up and excited. It was part of the reason I was so motivated to go into Lionsgate, the same people Tyler went to, and with the same investors he had in the beginning of his career, and say, hey, listen, I want to turn my play into a TV show too. And I sat with the president of the company, probably because I had the same backing that Tyler Perry, who they allowed to do the same deal with. But I don't know if it's because I'm a black woman. I don't know if they just decided they wasn't doing them deals no more. I don't know what it was, but for whatever reason, they hired someone to do a substantially similar show as the one, and they own it. Imagine if I had ownership of a successful show on a streaming platform, or the beginnings of that when I pitched it 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But I'm chasing clout. All right, y'all, I gotta go. Tune in to worthmedia.com. I'm posting, let y'all know when we going live. If you want to join my live and join the conversation, I would love to have some of y'all on this conversation if you are not afraid of the truth. And if you have a perspective or an opinion that doesn't necessarily meet with match mine, or you want to give an alternative perspective, I'm open to that too. We're open to that too. Everybody can talk. That's the point. Everybody should have an opinion, whether you agree with the shit or not, as long as it's authentic and it's rooted in the truth. Yeah, Katt Williams got the truth tellers on fire. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ooh, I should have said that. Okay, peace.